Good morning and welcome to the solemnity of St. Joseph being celebrated today by the Church. I was wondering why the Church placed this feast smack in the middle of Lent, and what do the readings have to do with the season. On researching, I found that there is no special reason why. It's just that Easter this year has come by earlier. But what's important to note is that the Church places these feast days in the liturgical calendar in the year to remind us of the mysteries of our salvation, which is pretty much the focus of our Lenten journey too. There's a lot more to share on the subject, but I would like to stick to St. Joseph today and honor this feast day. The first big insight I would like to share with you is the biblical typology concerning Joseph. To understand what typology is, it's important to know the definition. Biblical typology refers to a person, event, or a thing usually found in the Old Testament, which foreshadows someone or something or some event in the New Testament. For example, in the Old Testament, Jonah's 3 days in the belly of a whale prefigures Jesus Christ's 3 days in the tomb. Similarly, Moses is a type of Christ. This great prophet in the Old Testament prefigures Christ as Redeemer, the prophet and the intercessor for many. Another example is Isaac, the son given by God to Abraham. He is a foreshadow of Jesus, who is God's son sacrificed for our salvation. These are all examples of typology. Many of you would be familiar with the story of Joseph, who was the son of Jacob in the Old Testament, who was sold as a slave and landed up in the king's court because of his ability to interpret dreams. And one day he was instrumental in saving his entire family from the famine. Well, the Joseph in today's gospel is also mentioned as the son of Jacob, from the lineage of David, who also was the beneficiary of a dream where an angel appeared to him to explain Mary's situation. And the events that followed are all too familiar to you. But do you see the typology of Saint Joseph foreshadowed in the Old Testament? Now, not much is reported about Joseph in the Gospels, but from the little we know, he was a man of integrity, humility, and great faith, who obeyed God's calling to be the foster father of Jesus. The application of these 3 qualities, namely integrity, humility, and faith, are what we are called to emulate this Lent. Have a blessed feast day.